Hey, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Today it's again a stream without an intro because I don't have an intro for Outranked yet. It's just too new. So I'll just say I'm Stephan and I'm the CTO and one of the founders of Virtual Play, and I'm streaming this development of a new game called Outranked. And the game is basically, it's pretty simple to explain. You walk around in a like in a playing field with like a foresty kind of thing with a lot of people, and you've got two teams. Each player has a rank, gets a rank. You've got bases. From the base you go into the field, you encounter opponents, and then if you choose to attack them, the one with the highest rank wins. It's basically stratego, human stratego, levensstratego. And then if you lose your rank, you go back as like a ghost to your base, and then you get a new rank. You've got a limited number of ranks, and when they run out, you can't go on anymore. But there's quite a few. The goal actually is capture the flag. So there's a flag for every team, and that they are at the base, and they have to bring it back to their own base. Little twists in there, which rank can defeat which rank, but let's get to that in a future episode, I think. So hey, welcome. Hi Tom, and welcome the Yoppie Toppie. Thanks for following. That's very nice. And I expect some more people to drop in later, but we'll see how it goes today. Most important thing is just to get started with all this. So I am here. Let's I'll close this. Ah, yes. Hey, Jordi. I figured you might be, but you never know. I will actually close this Discord right now and quit it. Yes. Otherwise, that will be nagging me. I actually can quit Blender as well. I'm not working with that right now. I did not do anything important there, so yes, good. Basically, yeah, what I've been doing, I've got working synchronization, but it was based on a simple sync script that they gave with Tnet. So what I said I was going to figure out today is going to do the synchronization the way they say it should be done. Meanwhile, I also, well, I'll just show that later when there's more people on. So I will just actually open a project right now. Yes, 1 and 2. This is one tip I gave before, so you wouldn't have seen that. That is free file sync. Is a program that you can use to keep two folders synced, especially with real-time sync. Now I just edit everything in my Outranked folder, and it will automatically sync it to Outranked 2, which is a second project, so I can open 2 projects at the same time so that it can test the networking bit. That's nice. You can also just test the networking bit with simulating on the server and just doing one player, but I actually want to test the synchronization, so I'm definitely gonna do that with real, well, really with 2 clients. So what I'm not gonna do now is try to see how bad networking conditions would turn out. I could, let's see. I need to get the documentation for Tnet. So, oh, actually have that here. Let's go into the plugins, Tnet examples documentation. Here we go. So there's autosync. That's the one I looked at last time, and that's what basically syncs properties automatically X times per second. So that's what I've got in there right now. But as they say here, Tn autosync is a helper class, does a lot of heavy lifting to help you get started quickly. It will sync at X times per second, but you will, well, finesse the behavior. So finesse frequent packets and movement examples will show that. So I'm actually going to go into those to see how they actually did that. So frequent packets, that's one. That is one of the examples here. I will open that in Outranked. Scenes. No, not scenes. Plugins, Tnet, examples, scenes there. The frequent, where is it? Frequent packets. All right, so there's cubes you can drag apparently, and then improve latency on mobiles. That's also interesting. Target only on mobiles or everywhere. Well, that's interesting to see. Well, I don't know what they do there. So I'm actually discovering this while just for those who are just joining. I'm discovering this Tnet, the networking library, as I go. I've worked with a number of networking libraries in the past, but this is definitely it should be a good one. It received a lot of good reviews. So let's see. So lagging, blah blah blah. Disabling the Nagel's buffering algorithm. All right. So for frequently sent data, you can not bug. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm not gonna look at this, because what I'm going to do is try to get actual client-side prediction in there, so that the players you see that are not yourself, sorry, objects that you see that are not yourself will have a little bit delay in when you see them. So you'll see the, for instance, with 1/10 of a second or something, the other objects not in the way not in the place that they are actually at, but the place that they were at the last time the server updated for you. Hey, hi, hello, welcome to the stream again. And here we go. Can interact with objects and have the drag information match on all clients. So what they did here, what did they do here? It reacts to the on-press, so it claims. Claim object. That's interesting. So how does that work? It tries to set the owner of the object. Oh, okay. It relinquishes control, huh? So if it, oh, that's here. If it doesn't have an owner, it will claim the object. That's interesting. So you can spawn objects without an owner. That would be weird, but I guess it works. It works. Then it moves it to a specific layer because it's dragged. That's just Unity stuff. On drag, send quickly. So send quickly, you sent that, what's 3? Oh, I'll look into that when I actually open the, it's this dragged object. There we go. On drag, send quickly. It has the RFC ID. Okay, so that's an RFC ID instead of the last time I used the string. So this is actually more, yeah, I think that's quicker. And then others saved. Echo the packet to everyone in the room except the sender. and everyone who joins later. All right. And then the actual thing that it sends. That's pretty cool. So that's the send quickly thing. That would be the thing that you send to update the actual current position of something. Then there's another thing, and that is, they said, which one was that? Where is it? The frequent packets and movement example. Okay, so I'll look at the movement example as well. Movement. Oh yeah, so how to handle sending character movement information over the network. Yes. Naive would be synchronizing the rigid body constantly, but you synchronize the input frequently. Yes, and everybody runs the local simulation, and you correct it just a number of times, like every second or something. So that's actually what I want to do here as well. So let's go into that demo. Movement. Right, so movement, spawn car, auto create. Okay, that's something. What does auto create actually do? Okay. So basically simple utility script. All right. Then do we have other stuff here? There's some text, but no. So I will have to go into the prefabs car. What does car have? Example car, there we go. Example car, no networking, that's interesting. And it does require Tnet, so, oh, okay, so it's based on no networking. And then they've made a base class. Oh, hold on, sorry, there. They made a base class example car without the networking, and they inherited everything to create networking on it. So it does all the updates here and stuff. That's old Unity stuff. Updates will, yeah. So this is just physics stuff. I really don't need all of that for this game. So that's cool. What I am looking here at, the number of input updates. Does it actually show that here as well? Yes. So input updates per second is 10, and rigid body updates is 1. So that's actually what I was looking at as well. So I'm gonna try replicating this kind of stuff for Outranked as well. The rest is not related to network. So these two are related to the networking. All right, so let's see what they do. They in update, they override because they use the update of the car itself. That's here, base.update. And only the player that actually owns the car should be controlling it. That's interesting because I thought they would, oh yeah, that's because they use the rigid body, because they are syncing rigid body stuff. So if there's new input coming in, yeah, so that will be called several times per second remotely, and the update actually does the calling. Yes, send, set RB, send, set access. So I will do something like this, but then I would like to do that actually with the RFC number, because that would, it seems that it would be quicker than actually using some kind of string there. All right, let's get into it. I'm going to go back to my testing scene, and that would be game test, just that. Player spawner here. It spawns the Ranky blue. Ranky would be the guy that we're, it's like outranked person, Ranky. And now it just instantiates one, and I'm thinking that, oh yeah, I'm not sure if I tested that yet. One of them should be able to control and the other one should not. So let's try that out first. This is going to be the server again, server scene. running that, and then the client. Alright, so if I spawn the guy here, I can control it here, and I can't control it here. That's good. And I spawn one here, I can control this, and yes, so that the ownership is done automatically. That's good because I wanted that. So basically I can already have 2 players. That's what I did last time. I actually would want kind of an effect like my stream thingy, the key press. So one of those pings where you clicked would be nice, but maybe not even actually, because it's mobile. You'll have your finger there anyway. Though it might be nice to see where they actually are going at that point. Well, right now they're just looking over the horizon together. Yes, so that's working and it seems to be synchronizing perfectly. What I'm going to do now is change this up, because now it's synchronizing everything 10 times per second, and I really don't need to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to synchronize the input 10 times per second if needed, and I'm going to synchronize the location 1 time per second. Or maybe even better, depends what kind of input I'm using actually. In the mobile version, I'm just using input as like a tap, which could also work in the Windows or Mac version, or Linux, whichever, like mouse version, let's call it that. But people would also want to walk around with keys or a controller, which I'm gonna do later. It's not really that interesting for now. So basically actually gonna didn't strip this scene yet of everything that's not needed. Interesting. Oh, I shouldn't do that here. Never mind. I should do that here because this is my master. Main camera rig goes off, light goes off, another light goes off. What else? I don't need post-processing. I don't need post-processing, as I said. The camera would have like a different background color just to show that it's the client, and that's it. All right, so that I didn't do that yet, but it's better. It should. Did I? Oh yeah, I did say it set this to 3 seconds. All right, reload. There we go. So the syncing works. Now I'm gonna fix it up to be better syncing. Going to go in game test, player spawner. No, actually going to go directly into my scripts, the character, which is like a character controller, but character controller already exists. That's a Unity thing, so I'll just keep it at character. Right now, the where do I do this? I basically don't sync anything yet because I'm using auto sync. That's the first thing to change. The Ranky Blue has the auto sync on there. I'm basically synchronizing position, move target, and has target. And only owner syncs. I'm actually thinking about this. Yeah, we'll do it. I could just put 2 auto syncs on there, but I'm pretty sure it will ruin a lot of stuff. I'll do it myself right now. So TN object 0 means it has to be instantiated. Is that good? That's good. So let's go into this and see what I'm gonna try doing. I always use fixed update for anything that's not frame rate related. They used update in there. In their example, where was it? Here. Alright, that's just update for actually insane, because this is meant for rigid body stuff. You should always do that in fixed update. Well, doesn't really matter. Let me go to my character. That's just my fixed update, which will run always. This part just runs for all. I'm just going to put more comments in than I usually do, because it's networking and it's going to be more complex. Run for all clients, not only owner, because we are not using a rigid body or anything. This is just a basic movement. So this is not good what I'm doing here. I did not see that I did this last time. Ouch. Basically I did a do rotate, which creates a new tween every frame. So that's ouch. Oof. I did not notice this. I have to do that when getting a new position, but I will do this by hand, not using do tween. Transform dot rotation. Oops, rotation would be the current rotation. Okay, let's see. Yeah, look, rotation. I should actually assign that to something. Move vector and then quaternion rotation target. Rotation target. And I will take the current rotation. Will lerp quaternion.lerp lerp from transform rotation to the oops, that's the one I actually needed to. Oh god, yes, that one. I need to set when I do move to. I can actually do that. Move target is target, has target. Oh, I was syncing both last time. Yeah, that was a bit meh. I should actually use this one as the property. So get what am I doing? That. Come on, work with me here. Get would give me the move. Move vector is its current move vector. Yeah, that's not good. Move target. Why not just target? And for setting, that's where we say has target. So that's basically where we do the move to thing. Move target would be target, and then has target is true. Yeah. So target. Oh, no. Why am I getting a capital there? And oh, because I didn't declare it yet. Declaration of target. There we go. And then has target would become true. And there it does that. And also now I'm going to set the rotation target. For my own logic, I'll keep it above where I use it. That's something I always do just to keep my code readable. Rotation targets will be set. And then now I can lerp to the rotation target here. And always just like point. That depends. I don't know how fast I'm gonna wanna lerp that, but something small, so maybe something like that. Don't do that, that's better. All right, so basically gonna do that, that's fine. That is only cosmetic. Direction doesn't matter so far. So I don't need to sync that over the clients, the rotation. What I do need to sync is the position, but here I change it. So actually not gonna use the addition. I'm gonna use move transform dot translate, sorry, not move, translate by this. Let's see, so this makes sense. Yes, it does. And then now I need to do the syncing. So move to can go. I'm not using that anymore. Where am I, or was I using it? I'll get my error. Probably in floor target. Yes. Move target will become this. That's what I'm gonna do now. And then in character, once I set move target, this is actually where I will send, and not send quick, but send this over the TCP stream. Yes. Is that a good thing that I can actually do? Yes. If is mine. If I'm the owner of this object, then I'm gonna send yes, and I use the RFC ID. Let's just call that 1, and the player ID, player target, target name, target, player ID, target. Okay. Object, params. What did they do here? So target, oh yes, of course. Target dot others, saved, and everyone who joins later. Let's not do that. Yes. And the objects I'm sending is the input, which is the move target, so that's the value. That's a vector 3. So that's a tap. So this sends the tap or click. And then the others will be able to do this same thing. And because then mine is not set there, it will be fine. Yes. So I need to make that RFC with number 1, so that I can call it here. That's that number. Need to give it a name, of course. It was a public function. I'm pretty protected. Nice. But that's because it's in the same. No, it's not. All right. Then I will just use this, a private function for now. Let's see if that works. Set target. And it will have a vector 3 as target. Did I need to include anything else in those RFCs? No, I don't. That's nice. All right. So that's the target, and if that happens, I will just say move target is target, and that I will rename this. I don't want it to be the same name as the class variable. Basically, that should work. So now, without doing anything other than sending the target, it should already move by itself. Well, let's just test this first. So the only thing I'm sending now is the input of tapping somewhere that it should move. That will still maybe have a little bit of a delay or something, but I'm pretty sure it will work. Let me see. So, bloop. No actual errors. Nope. All right, let's go and run this server and client. It's there that it gets interesting. So now I'm just sending move. Whoa! That is pure insanity. Oh, the rotation, huh? That's quite... Whoa! All right, something is a bit off here. What did I do? What did I do? Huh. Nothing weird. I can actually use the class variable here now. Don't need to use the whole getter. But what happened there? Let's just take out the rotation for now and see if that's still, if that might be a problem, because I definitely don't see how that could be the problem. But starting the server and starting the client. Click. Whoa. So basically I'm just gonna to check out the variables in this thing. Oh, it is in don't destroy one. Okay. Pause. Debug. Let's see. Character. What's happening here? Move. The target has a minus something on the y-axis. That is super strange. The target does not change though, but I mean, having a minus there on the y-axis and plus, it's not logical here. Why do I get the feeling that... Oh no, that's very, very, very small. Yeah, that's... Is it? Can't see it. Come on. Yeah, so that's actually just 0. That shouldn't happen. It starts moving kind of in the... No. Why is the movement so huge? What did I change as well? Because I changed this. But basically I just did this last time, so that should be exactly the same. Nope. I don't know what would be different, so let me just see. Did I do something weird? Did I use the word target somewhere else? No. What the hell? Well, let's see if this changed anything. I'm sure it shouldn't, but you never know. It does. What? Translate? Should be exactly the same as this. This is something I'm gonna look up because that's definitely super weird. Oh, yes. All right, so it uses the local stupid space dot world. That's what I need. It needs to be relative to world space, because otherwise it uses the local axis. Right. That's just it. Okay, so let's bring the rotation back in, because I want the thing to face the right way. And yeah. But what we did see that was that it did sync the click location already. Blub, 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 blub. I don't know what happens with that rotation lerper. Oh, it's just too slow. Ah, that's fine. You see that they sync up already pretty nicely. Yeah, but it doesn't really turn anywhere near fast enough, so let's just do that 5 times quicker and then think about the rest. So this will only rely so far on local positions and local simulation. So what we do want to do is fix the actual position from the server every couple of, well, every now and then. So, oh, what? This is, oh. Rotation target. That's actually not good. What happens here? Look, rotation in move vector, and move vector has not been calculated at that point. Yeah, that's the thing. So I need to do that. Yes. All right. So now the rotation will be okay. Let's think. So now I just send the input. So what I'm going to also do is to send quickly for the actual position every now and then. So that should, yeah, that's better. Now it looks like what I was doing before, but then with the new. Great. Okay. So that's the input. So I'm sending the input as soon as I have input. If I am going to start, I think I might do that next. Start including the other types of input, so keyboard or controller input. I would also actually add something that sends the input value every now and then. And that will be more intricate because, well, actually depends. If I'm going to use discrete, I think I'm going to use discrete value. So you're pressing left, you go left. You're pressing right, you go left. It's you go right. It's a fixed speed. You won't be able to steer exactly. So that would make it a lot easier, and I could just do the same kind of thing. Only then I won't use move target, but I will use the directional vector. It's not really a vector. Yeah, it's kind of a vector, but the input direction at that point. So it's either the move target or the input direction. So that's also a nice thing to look at later. But for now, let's just focus on sending the, where did they do it here? Just every send set RB. Oh, they don't use send quickly even. Yeah, so input is sent frequently, and rigid body only needs to be corrected every couple of seconds. It's faster paced, so I will do it every second in this case. Maybe even twice per second, something like that. And in this case, it sends set RB. But what I will do in our case is just have one variable run down. That would be actually gonna get rid of it. It's really linked to that, so I will use a timer, simple float. Yeah, this is not good actually. Yeah, this is good. I'm sending it on event, and the other one I'm sending on timer. Yeah, it's fine. Float like position send timer, and it should just start on, let's just say twice per second. Now once per second should be enough to correct. Fast paced. Don't know how fast paced this actually is. Let's start with once per second, and we'll determine that later in testing. So actually gonna make that a position send interval, and that's what's gonna define here. Position send. What? I can't use that here because it's an initializer. Yeah, okay, so no, nothing like that. On awake, I will set that. I will, no, actually not, because at the start I will actually send it as well. No, it's not needed. It's instantiated. So I will set it to position set. Position send timer would be set to position. Come on. Send interval. Then in the fixed update, I'm running that, and now I'm going to do run only for me, only for owner is mine. Then I'm going to do the update. So position send timer decrease by time dot fixed delta time. If it's crossed 0, then position send timer will be increased by position send interval, and also I will actually do the stuff. So I will send it. So that means I'm going to use another RFC. Yes, so tno.send, that's going to be 2. Target.others, and then yeah, and then I'm going to send the transform.position. Yeah, that should work. So, and basically what I need there is an RFC with number 2. That would be send position. What did I do here? Set target, yeah. Set position, and then vector 3 position. Yes, position. Or let's just say new position for continuity. I'll use new target there. I'm going to use new position here, and then I'd say transform.position should be new position. So basically what we should have here is we shouldn't really see anything happen, because the timing should be such that it would just automatically correct. The thing is that if you do this and you have some lag, then you could see stuff like flicker around, so you could do some lerping here. I will put that as a note, lerp if different. Yeah, so basically now what we will see is, I think, pretty much exactly the same thing that we saw before, but now it would also work over a connection that has a bit more latency as well. There we go. I don't see anything happening on the left there with weird. No. I can instantiate another one and then it will control that one. Yeah, that's funny. So let's see if this all gets synced properly. Yeah, I think it's pretty much dead on. And actually what I can also do now to do a little bit more optimization is that when it's not moving, so if it doesn't have a target, it doesn't have to keep sending. Do I want to do this? Yes. So basically I will only do this if it still has a target. Because if it doesn't have a target anymore, I don't want it to keep sending. So that, and basically when I'm setting a new target, I'm going to resume it. If has target, so that's where I'm setting it. There I want to actually increase that, though I only want to do that if position send timer should be smaller than the position actually smaller than or equal to 0. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm stopping the position sending, and now I will actually show this by doing some debug here. I'm doing here, like, this is position setting, sending, and this is the like receiving actually, and this is the target receiving. So I'll show when it is actually sending this. I'll put this here, other way around, and all kind of disconnect messages. There we go. All right, so that one, it's not sending anything. Now you see we got, vector 3 cannot be converted to data node. All right, so target, you see that, and then you see the, if you look up there at the red thing here, well, right now it's freaking out because of the debug thing, but you see that it's trying once a second. While it's walking, it's doing that debug thing once a second, so that works. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, because it's an RFC, it's not run in the main. I'm not sure actually, because the other one didn't work. That's strange. I didn't get any errors before, right? Before I put the debugging in there. Oops. Yes. No errors. Oh, I do get errors. Aha! I didn't see that. Hold on, what's happening there? Something is not correct. Vector 3 cannot be converted to data node. That's interesting. That's the same thing it keeps saying here. Yeah, vector 3 cannot be converted to data node. That's interesting. When it says that here, did they say cannot or cannot? Cannot be converted. Let's see where that happens. What? total files, searched everything and it doesn't find it. That is pretty weird. Oh, cannot be for, it's a C# thing. Failed to call function. Hey, hello. Long time no see. Nice to see you're watching. Doing some complex stuff here. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. And something failed there. Let's go back in the trace there. What did I do? I received args null. Oh. Okay, let's go back here and see what I'm actually sending there. Set target. And that's 1, and then value. So am I setting move target to null somewhere? Oh, that's it. No, because it can't be null. New target. Vector 3 can't be converted. That's so weird, because set position does work. Let's try again. Alright, so basically getting that error every time that it tries to sync position, which is why probably also one of the reasons that I didn't see anything different. On set data, object of type vector 3 cannot be converted to data node. Received args null. That's execute, print exception, execute, object execute, find and execute. Oh, this stack trace is process packet. Process packets. Okay, so it's getting a packet. The packet is forwarded and execute, print exception when it tries to do execute. So that's here. Execute parameters and then an exception. All right, that's there. So what it did was autocasting, serialization.cast value. So basically something is sending something wrong. Let's see about my sending. What am I sending there? Transform.position. That's a vector 3. That's interesting. And it would send null, because basically I'm doing exactly the same thing over here with value, like the move target, and that did work. So I'm surprised that this one doesn't. Let's just copy this into a local variable and see what happens. Did I do something else here? No. Oh, I did not. That is strange. Okay, let's see if that changes up stuff, but I wouldn't think so. I mean, it's not even a reference type. Here we go. Yep, still the error. How rude. Failed to call function on set data. Object of type vector 3 cannot be converted to tnet.data node. Received args null. Is this one somehow not synced? Let's see. Put that back to non-debug. Blah, 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 blah. That looks correct. Yeah, that's synced. Okay, so that's not the issue there. What the hell is going on here then? Let's look at their example here. Dot position, it was just send, and send. Yeah, no problem. Very strange. I'm going back to my character here and see what the hell is going on here. So that doesn't make any difference. I would think so, because it's a struct. So what is the difference? Let me just see. When I send the target, I will also send the position. Let's see if that works first. So it's not in the update loop. Play. And there we go. No errors. But there, yeah. Every time I send one of those, it can be converted. That is pretty much insane. Cannot be converted to type. Data node, I'm getting null. So I'm confused. Set target, new target. Set position, new position. And that one doesn't work. Let me see if it is target dot position that is the trouble and not the RFC. I have no clue what's going on here. It's a shame. I wanted to do more today. So it's not that, huh? Then what? It must be the RFC ID then, which seems to me to be very weird. Because in the dragged object, it did send quickly with 3 and 4. Maybe it should start at 3. Maybe that's actually the thing, that there's more RFCs there. I'll just up them a little bit. I'm pretty sure that would be a very weird thing to do for any library, but you don't know. RFC4 and then send 4. Oops, 4. All right. There we go. Still the same issue. No, it's not the same issue. Oh, unable to execute function with ID 1. Why does it say that? I'm not doing that anymore. Oh, more edit, am I? No, send 1. That is a bit weird. So is this not getting updated there anyway? Oh, oops. RC3. So it is updated. Then what the... Why is it sending function 1? Hold on, what? Did it now just work? Alright, so there was some syncing issue here, I guess. So, okay, let's see. They all get sent now and there's no issue, so I'm guessing there was just some local file syncing issue here with my Unity. Yeah. That works fine. All right. And now it doesn't send, what was that? Packet in the last, it's received 0. That's nice. But why was this thing sending? Because it's a server. Yeah, I guess. Receiving 0 bytes, that's good. And then before that, oh no, that's just, it just does that when it gets 0. That's good. That's good. All right. Then what to do next? I wanted to sync the other type of input, but this is an interesting issue. If I do have input as well, where I'm going to define that here. There's this. Did I already set that somewhere? No. So I'm going to create a input. Where is it? I did already. Oh, here, input actions, all the way down there. Let's say player controls, and I can open this and I can create an input. Oh, did I already have one? Actually, default input action. There it is. Default input actions. Actually makes sense to copy that. No. Okay. Copy. Oh, all right. Oh, because it's in packages. Yes, makes sense. I will copy this there. That's what I'm doing. All right, settings. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so player input actions. That's the one. Now I can actually edit it. Yes, player, move, look, fire. So fire would be the trigger. Look there. Yeah, that's all predefined. That's pretty nice. And now I can actually customize it. But I'm actually just gonna customize it indeed, because move I will have be a digital. Can that still work? Or D-pad? I don't know what digital actually means in this case, but look is not going to be used, I think. And fire, fine, so that's fire. Let's just keep it there. For now, it's just move. And I will actually, see if I can get those That's UI input. I want to receive events from these input actions. What? Oh, here. So yeah, let's go into my prefab here. Character wants to receive input actions. So I did use a different, where is it? Game test. It's the input thing. Where is that? No, it should be on the, let's put it on the event system maybe. Input, let's see, what did it do? Player input, that one. I'll put it on a different object. Player input, and add player input. There we go. The actions will be player input actions, default scheme any, that's fine. Auto switch, fine. UI input module is the event system. That should be fixed indeed. That one is now also pointing, yes, toward the player actions. I will have a camera, and the behavior that I will do is not send messages. I will not broadcast messages. I won't evoke C# events. No, I will invoke Unity events, because that way I can set it up here. And I actually like that. So this is the new input system, for in case you didn't know this yet. I can change all these settings. I guess I will just do that to whatever I want. And I can say what kind of devices are supported. If I don't put anything there, it will just support everything. So there's settings here for the input system, and then there's these actions that you can define. That's different from before. And now actually you can do an event, and move would be one of them. And as a callback context, that is interesting. That is indeed not correct. Hold on. That is not correct. Hold on. What? Yeah. I have to have some kind of receiver for these events, but in this case I did not spawn the player yet, so basically those events would need to be forwarded. That's not super nice, but I probably can add those at runtime as well. But then I don't need to use this script. Yeah, I'll do that. That's the other way of doing it. So definitely just gonna remove this thing. I'm gonna do it differently on the script character here. I'm gonna define input actions. Let's just do that, that's better. Input action, move action. And I will make that serialize. So now I can put a move action on there, and that's the ones in settings here. Those actions here. So move action, add binding. Hold on, what? Oh, that's different. No, sorry. This is a input action. That's weird. Okay, I didn't do this enough, so I should look this up. Unity input system. That one, the new input system. It's actually newer. That's preview. No, I just want to go to this one. Reference. Quick start guide. How do I Yeah, let's just do that. New input action binding, blah, blah, blah. All right, that's fine, but I just want to use a no, that's in the editor. I don't want that. Player input, simplify, blah, blah, blah. Yes, okay, fine. Input actions. Invoke Unity events. Route it to a callback method. Notification behavior, device assignment. Okay, that's for local. That's for local. Okay, so basically, I'm not sure I can actually hook up to those events from that thing. What is it actually called? It's an input actions. Maybe I could do that. Let's see. Nope. It seems like that's all sealed. That's a bit of a shame, though. I would actually want to really be able to use those input action asset, input action asset, input action importer. Huh. That's it. All right. Got it. Input actions. And now I can do something with it. Let's try this out. So this actually has gone into a new input system a little bit more than I would have hoped, but okay, input actions dot. Aha, let's see. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is the actions in the action map player, action move. Action maps, can I index? Yeah. Well, I guess that works, but it's not super nice. Let's see, action map. Oh, here, find action map. I didn't see that one. So name or ID, I would say player, and then dot find action. Yes. Move, and then I can do some events. Nope, I cannot. Oh, hold on. Start it. That is an event. No, that's that's an action. Performed. Started. And binding. No. Really? No, that's a binding. That's different. That's an action, and when it's run, let's see how they did that with the player input thing. And I say invoke Unity events. Yeah, that's a callback context. Oops, let's go back to there. What can I do? So bindings. That's the bindings for, yeah. Okay, so we've got a cancelled action. We've got a performed action and a started. Those are actually pretty much the same as the ones that you get from the callback context. So what can I do with this? Can I set this to an action? cannot. Oh, nice. It is an event. That is great. That is perfect. Okay, so I can just do this in code this way. They should really document this more, but well. Character performed, that's pretty weird. Let's rename this to on move. And let's just call that callback context. Yes, I want to just not be, that's the thing to do, to rename that a little bit to be able to use that. Where was I doing? Where was I? Here. Without the input thing there. So now on move, that means the move variable has changed. So that's pretty weird. Oh yeah, so obj dot, well, it is performed, so value type. Well, how did that work again? I can actually see that here. Read value. Okay, read value. And what kind of value is that then? If it is a digital, what would they mean by digital? Probably still a vector. 2. What am I going to do with this stuff? I am going to collect that and just see what it shows me now. Basically, gonna just run this on the local server. Well, not even with a server. Oh yes, exit prefab mode. Alright, so I'm not getting any input here. It is a shame. And if I use the controller here, nothing. Alright. Oh, sorry. Input actions needs to be assigned, of course. So where's my prefab? Ranky blue. I need to assign that thing, the input actions. Otherwise it doesn't work, of course. And let's try again. Instantiating one, and then I'm getting nothing. I'm getting nothing. Also not getting anything with the controller. All right, so, and that one is still working. Basically that performed action does not get called, huh? Interesting. So move doesn't have a performed, maybe? Started. Let's do started. Because it's not a button press, so maybe it doesn't have a performed. Oh, just figuring out this stuff as I go. Going there. I need to spawn one. Nothing. All right, let's see if I can actually get the other actions. If this is a specific move problem. Player slash move. Player slash fire. No, let's just I'm gonna say fire when fire started, and I'm not changing anything because I'm just debugging anyway. I don't know what fire would be, but okay, nothing. So basically not getting that yet. Yeah, that should, and it did work because I didn't get any. No, I didn't get anything there. All right, so let's see if it does work with the player input thing. Oh, actually, I could put that thing on the prefab. Why not? Player input, and I will just disable it if it's not a local player. That's even easier than putting that in code. Here. Yes, that would be on move still. And then if we just started, then I'm logging that. Well, actually, right now I'm just logging everything. Now I can UI input module not needed. That is not needed. Camera is not needed. Behavior invoke events, and that would be move on the thing itself. Play character. Oh well, character. No, sorry, needs to be public to do a Unity event callback. Character on move, dynamic. That's good. So it gets called with that, and then pretty sure I didn't enable it. That's the thing. I remember this now from before with the input actions. You need to enable them. Anyway, yes, there's my input. And let's see if I get the same from this thing. Yes, it is not digital though. So I'll have to do that myself. Interesting. And now let's see if it's actually which phase it is. Is it started or is it performed? Both of them. Okay. So for move, I guess both of them work. It's not a really big issue, but there we go. Yeah, no, it's both. So cancelled is when it goes back to 0. So I need all of them. Basically just going to set the I thought when I set this thing to digital, where is it? Move. Move. Control type digital. I could say D-pad. Or do I have to do this? Processors. Scale. Okay. Normalize. That would be it. Yes. And that thing that I'm doing here doesn't really matter. Let's just still call it D-pad, because maybe then it will normalize to 1. I'll leave this open for now. Let's see what that does for me. Oh. No, it does normalize. Well, normalize, that's fine, but it's not just sticking to... Okay, so basically not happening there. Normalized, that doesn't work for me. Stick that zone. Okay. Okay, min and max that zone. So what I could do here is set that to 0.5 and that to 0.5 and see if that actually gives me only values above and below 0.5. It does not. Alright, well then I'm gonna have to do that in script. I'm pretty sure that the other ones won't help me. So is that all, or can I still... Oh, I didn't save it. Hold on, hold my horses. Save asset, autosave should be on, that's what I mean. Alright, so Control D-pad. Let's just start with that. Does it do anything? No. Nope. Then the other thing that I did, process, and that was normalize. Now it is autosaved. It normalizes, but weird. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't normalize. All right, and then stick that zone with, oops, with those settings. Some weird behavior there. Nope, I will just keep doing this. I'll do this from script. Or actually, one thing I'm gonna check before I call it a night is process events in fixed update, or dynamic update. I think I will do that in fixed update, and then again also try this and see what that does. Nope. No, the dead zone should be something that players can set for themselves anyway, so shouldn't fiddle with that. All right, so let's take this back to default, can I? And nope, no undo for this. That's not so handy. Then I will just go into Git and see there what changed for the input settings. Oh, haha, I did not commit those yet, so let's just create those. Delete. Oh, there we go. Edit. Nope. Where did I do this again? Oh, in the open input settings. Yes, create settings asset. There it is, a new one in fixed update, and then putting it back there. All right, so that goes into scripts. Basically, we have input. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna do something with this. This is the value, then I want to make that stick to the sides. So vector to input, oh, forgotten equals sign there, and then when I do input.x no, yeah, input.x would be if it's lower than, let's just do a if input dot x is smaller than minus 0.5, then I will put it to -1. Same things for the other extremes. If it's that and that and that. All right, minus and plus, minus and plus. And then I will just see what I get. And otherwise, let's see, else if input and then else input dot x would be 0. And here as well, else if and else input dot y is 0. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm sticking it to either 0 or 1. Let's see if this works, and then I'll use it next time. Or probably before next time. Why is that going wrong? So I've got 1 there, but then the other one is not done. X works, Y doesn't. Did I forget an X there? Oh yeah. It's getting late for me, so that's it. All right, now it's just, I can only get 0s and 1s. Do this. Yes, it snaps to only fully moving or not. All right, so the only other thing I would do is now check if the old value is different. Or can I just cast this? No, I can't. I can't. Vector to int input value. No, let's not do that, because I wanna if input dot x. No, actually I can normalize it. Input dot x dot normalize. Input dot x input dot normalize. Yes, that's the one. Because I want, if it's a diagonal one, I want it to be still a length 1. If input dot x is not 0, I'm not actually sure what normalize does if it's 0. Let's look. Let's find out. If it's 0, 0, then it should not do anything. But maybe it does. Oh, create. Oh, nice. Normalize, leave 0, 0 alone. That's good. All right, so now the only thing I have to do is compare it to the previous ones. So current input, vector to current input, and then yeah, that's a quick comparison. It doesn't need to be Boolean or something. And then it should start with, that automatically does start at 0, 0. And if I get input, where was it? I should split it a little bit, split this stuff a little bit into different scripts. Oh, here we go. Current input, if current input does not equal the input, then we actually change it. And that's where I would continue the next time by actually using that current input. Oh, yes. That is pretty weird. Oh, I'm not setting it. That's it. All right. So now whenever I change the direction of my stick, I should get the thing. Yes, only those. And those are not so many events, because I'm walking around, and you see that there's just a couple of events there. So anytime that happens, I'm going to send it over the network. So this will limit my movement abilities, but it will also diminish the input sent over the network pretty much, like a very much actually. Yeah, so gonna use that next time. For now, I'm gonna call it a night because it's quite late for my usual sleeping pattern. World.dat, I'm actually gonna exclude that. Stop tracking, yes, and then ignore. Exact file name, yes. Git ignore, and it stops that. Good. Right, so basically what I did now is set up correct movement, synchronization, syncing, and adds setup, like adds correct movement syncing, and adds movement input from keyboard or controller. Just the input, not the movement yet, not the movement itself yet. Not linked to movement yet. All right, that's it. I would say for now, thank you very much for watching. I am streaming again on Thursday, same time, so 8 p.m. Europe time, 6 p.m. UTC. I don't know the exact times. They're on the profile on Twitch, and they are in the I want to say the thumbnail on YouTube. I'm not sure if you can see that, but otherwise just go to Twitch and see that. The time is it's right now, but then 1 hour and a half before this time. I always stream at the same time, so maybe I should learn those times for the American time zones as well. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this stream, please consider following, subscribing, clicking the bell if you want to be notified whenever I start streaming. For Twitch, you know, the same kind of thing. And also, if you really like this and what we're doing, we're a small indie company. We don't have a lot of funding yet. So definitely consider becoming a patron, because we have a Patreon set up and you can just, for a little bit of money, support us every month. That would be awesome. And we would be very grateful. And there's some rewards waiting there as well. Yeah, again, thank you for watching. I leave you with a bit of music. This is music I made for and during the last Ludum Dare already more than 2 weeks ago, that I made very quickly, but it turned out pretty nice. This is some eerie music at the end of the game there. You could check it out. I actually will post the link here as well for those who haven't checked out that game yet. It also has a nice playthrough if you don't want to play it yourself, but there it's the link. The music is actually from the end of this game, and then I'll leave you with that now, and I hope to see you again in 2 days. Thank you very much for watching, and bye bye. Have a good one.